Assalamu alaikum friends. How are you? Dear friends, Pakistani ruling class, could it be civil bureaucracy? Could it be military establishment? Could it be the politicians, the political people? When they are in the opposition, then too, especially when they are ruling the country, at that time too, they are seen doing the things which are for their own personal benefit but are against the spirit of the law, against the spirit of the constitution. They are seen doing the wheeling and dealings, the way they conduct their politics. Their politics has become an enterprise. And nowadays, PDM is ruling. PDM is a political alliance. PMLN, PPP, JUI, and certain other smaller parties. They too are doing the certain things which they shouldn't have been doing. Chairman PTI Imran Khan and his party men are also doing the things which are not right at all, but they are doing because they have got a very good street power. On the basis of the street power, they are not doing good with the country at all. There are certain cases against Chairman Imran Khan, Chairman PTI Imran Khan in the courts of law. I don't say that all of these are right, not at all, not at all, not necessarily. But I think that nobody should be above the law. Everyone else, if at all there is a sort of suspicion, or if at all there is some sort of proof against them, they should be tried in the court of law and they should be punished at the same time. They should be tried in the court of law and they should be dealt and punished according to the law as well. There are certain cases against Imran Khan in the courts of law. There is a Tosha Khana, Treasury House case. There is a foreign funding case. There is a Terrian White case. There are certain other cases as well. But the three of these are maybe more prominent, more bigger as compared to the other. Chairman PTI does not appear in the court of law. If at all he thinks that the court of law is not going to give me a relief, if they are not going to give the verdict in my favor, then he does not appear in the courts at all. Even if he does, he will be accompanied by thousands of people, thousands of supporters belonging to his party, for the purpose of pressurizing the judges and the government. The judges too think that maybe tomorrow, sooner, PTI and Chairman Imran Khan will be ruling Pakistan again. So they cannot afford to annoy, they don't want to annoy them. It is said that Lahore High Court is providing quick relief to Chairman PTI. That is why that he has appeared there without the supporters of him. He didn't appear there. He has appeared there, and without his supporters, without the thousands of supporters, and he did appear. And did he reach there a bit earlier as well, maybe some 40-50 minutes earlier than the time he was called? Why? Because Lahore High Court, the judges sitting in the Lahore High Court and the judges listening his case It seems that they are quite friendly. It seems that they have made a made a decision earlier in their mind that they are not going to convict him at all. I don't say that he should be convicted necessarily, not at all. But the court should be impartial. The judiciary people, the judges must be impartial, and they shouldn't come under the pressure of anyone else at all. No matter how powerful a political leader is, no matter how much of the street power somebody is enjoying, no matter how quickly they are again going to become the ruler of Pakistan. I think that irrespective of all these things, everyone else must be tried properly, and even if at all he deserves some sort of relief, if at all there is a false case against him, I think that all must be he be made clear, and he should be acquitted, and in a proper way, without any sort of bias and prejudice either in his favor or against him. That should be the conduct of the judges, judiciary, the courts of law. But as for the other cases against Chairman PTI are concerned, as for the other courts of law is concerned, Chairman PTI does not appear there, and if at all he does, he will be there several hours later maybe, and along with thousands of supporters who are making noise and who are creating a kind of panic and a chaotic situation outside the court of law. I think that is something very strange. And few days back, Chairman Imran Khan has said that he was there in the court, in an Islamabad court, and outside that, without entering there, he left back, and on his return from inside his residence, he said that there was a plan to kill him, and that is the reason he did not enter the court. I think that is something absolutely a bogus thing, because if at all he does have any sort of proof, then he should be presenting it. And if at all there is no proof, simply he wanted an excuse, simply he wanted a way not to appear in the court, then I think so that he shouldn't have been saying the things like this one. I am of the view the court should not discriminate between the powerful and the weaker person, and the court, if at all the courts of any country are seen doing that, I think that these are not the this actually mean that is a banana republic, and it's not a fair thing at all. And now see that if at all the judiciary, the judges, and the courts are discriminating between the weak and the strong, between the rich and the poor, between those who are in power today and those who might appear in power tomorrow, I think there shouldn't be any sort of discrimination at all. And that sort of discrimination, I think this is absolutely disastrous for any of the society, for any of the state. And Pakistan, unfortunately, because of the poor judicial system, I think that we are unable to uphold the justice in the country. And if at all there is no justice in the country, there cannot be any sort of development or prosperity at all. Nelson Mandela said once that the poverty will not end because of the charity, it can only be eradicated because of the justice. And the justice system in Pakistan, it is quite poor, and it is quite poor. Our ranking is in the last few out of the whole world, as far the judicial system of Pakistan is concerned. I think it is in the last few. At the end, maybe 139 countries are better than us. And now look upon, if this be the case, how can we develop Pakistan? How can the prosperity will come to Pakistan? Everyone else, particularly the younger folks, they will like to leave the country and will like to get settled in any of the developed country. This is a situation here which shouldn't be so, and it is not a good sign at all. I think the sooner we get rid of it, the better it would be. And unless and until we don't come out of this like situation, there will not be any sort of justice in the whole of the society, no development, no prosperity, no human rights, and nothing good at all.